Hi, I'm Judy Shaw on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange along with Matt Kobach for another segment of NYSE Icebreakers. Joining us today is Nate Checketts. He is the co-founder and CEO of Rhone, along with Kyle McClure, co-founder and chief product officer at Rhone. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As everyone knows, we start out every episode with an icebreaker, so grab a card.
But they can see what we're picking.
They can see, but you can't.
They can see, but you can't.
I'm going here.
All right, so read the card, give us your answer.
Nate, you go first.
Wow. Tell us about your best day as a CEO.
Okay.
It might be today.
I was just going to say.
Right now, this
Pretty
exact
good.
moment.
Right
Here
now,
it
we're
is.
experiencing. We're only what time is it? It's noon.
is on the
It
dot.
still could be today. But I think probably the best day was recently. We had a company town hall. We have 2 different offices. We had everyone present, and it was just amazing to look around and think this little experiment that we started has turned into, the livelihood of almost 50 people, and the amount of people that we've been able to impact as customers. That was a pretty good moment for me.
That's great.
You got a tough answer to beat.
What was the worst purchase you ever made?
I know where this is going.
So on my last sourcing trip, I was in Asia for about 35 days, including Turkey, and was semi-abducted by some rug merchants. And I came home with 11 Turkish rugs.
By abducted, he means that
Wow.
people tried to sell him some rugs and he couldn't say no.
Bought every
Yeah, I bought every. Yeah,
Did
so
you
I
have
bought,
them shipped, or were you carrying on?
I had all 11 shipped. It was a shocking. Once the conversion happened and I saw my American Express bill, I was a little worried about what happened. So that's probably the worst purchase, since I have no room.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
any-
say.
I don't have
You
any
could
room
you
for
could
that.
put
Okay.
one rug in that.
So
Well, it just so happens I'm in the market for a new rug, so let's talk later.
Make a transaction.
I will gift you 11.
All right, well, let's get started. So, first question, tell us about Rhone and what inspired you to start the company?
So Rhone is a premium men's performance lifestyle brand, and that's a bit of a mouthful, but really what it means is we're trying to make the modern uniform for the way a guy lives, works, sweats today. And we're almost 5 years old, but we really started kind of with pure activewear, and we've moved into kind of making more of what we call performance lifestyle wear, what you can wear no matter where you are at work, hanging out with friends, travel, on the go. And we use premium fabrics, really high-end manufacturers to bring the best-in-class products to our customers.
Let's talk brick and mortar, because you guys started online.
We did.
And you have a brick and mortar in Hudson Yard, which is just right up the street from us. I stopped by it. Beautiful location, beautiful mall. Tell us about that.
And you
Tell us
bought a
about,
ton of stuff.
And I bought a ton of stuff. I'm wearing a shirt right now. It's beautiful. But tell us about that, why you decided to open a store there, and what does that mean for you guys in the brand?
I think one of the biggest challenges about being a digitally native brand, meaning a brand that was born online, is you don't get that physical interaction with the customer as much. And it's important, especially for the stuff that we make. I mean, Kyle builds the most beautiful product, designs this great product, and it's so great to see customers interact with it. And we have this really high conversion rate. If we can get somebody to put it on, then the likelihood of purchase, the propensity to purchase, is enormously high. And so we wanted to be in a convenient place for our customers to shop. We think Hudson Yards is an unbelievable location. It's a new city inside of Manhattan, and we felt like we wanted to be there. We think retail, could be a big part of our future.
Mm-hmm. Now you have an exciting announcement today, a game-changing product launch. Tell us all about that.
We do. So our commuter line has been our most successful line to date, and in order to expand upon that, we looked at what the next obvious move would be from the pants, and so we are launching the commuter dress shirt today. And the commuter dress shirt is
Which you're all wearing.
We're all wearing, actually, yeah, 3 across. It is a luxury Italian fabric. It is a knit, which differentiates it from pretty much every other dress shirt out there. And the performance attributes of that are stretch, recovery, wrinkle release, moisture wicking, and just unparalleled comfort. So we feel like this is a true innovation in the dress shirt market, and also the best dress shirt, the best commuter shirt ever
Very
made.
stylish as well.
You tested it, right?
I did test it, yes.
How'd you test it?
So on the same trip where I
We the rugs.
Got the rugs.
It's a busy trip for you.
It was.
Post the insanity of the rug burn.
Yeah, well, it actually helped during the purchase. But so for 35 days, I wore the same shirt, and I washed it and wore it. I would rinse it in the sink at the hotel, hang it up on a hanger, and I wore it 24 hours a day essentially. And I was really just trying to put it through as rigorous a test as I could, which led me to about a 10 to 12 mile run in the mountains of Croatia. So I really wanted to see if this actually stood up to the attributes and the criteria that we hold all of our activewear to, which because we want this to perform and perform with the modern man, it needed to have all of those attributes. And the only way to truly test that was to go out and run 10 or 12 miles on a winding logging road in Plitvice, Croatia.
That is a
So-
true test.
So you can jog in it. Sounds like you could sleep in it if you're wearing it 24 hours a day.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can buy rugs in it.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
The rugs
Yeah.
don't necessarily improve the discount that
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah. Yeah. We could run a gift with purchase.
Yeah.
You know, first
11 customers.
Yeah.
So
But-
why has the commuter line been so successful?
Well, I think part of it is just that the way the modern uniform for guys is changing. You know, you hear about Goldman Sachs changing their dress uniform. We're all getting spoiled almost by the comfort of activewear in our life, and I think you start looking and wanting that same comfort of when you work. The average guy will spend, who wears a dress shirt, will spend 90,000 hours at work, 10,000 hours commuting. That's a lot of time, to be. It's more than 35 days. So Kyle had to really make sure that this was going to hold up to the test. And I just think it's part of what we all want. Comfort is the number one attribute that our customers ask for.
And I think that segues into the next thing, which is talking about the fabric itself and the textile. What about that? Why is that so important?
So fabric is the basis of everything we do. So from the ground up, if you think about what you make, it doesn't matter what the design is. It doesn't even necessarily matter what the features are if the fabric's not there.
Right.
So the entire product's life rests upon the fabric in my mind, and fabric innovation has been such an important part of everything we've done since the beginning, when we first were going after anti-odor and then moved into this performance lifestyle. And we wanted fabrics that stood up to, like I said before, stood up to the rigors of activity, but present the way a classically tailored pant or shirt would. And I think what's...
I wish people could touch this.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the hand feel is so incredible, and it also
It's this luxury
it
Italian
stretches.
fabric. I mean, it's just.
And this machine,
I'm stealing this one.
You should, yeah, so you can have two.
Right, that way you got both colors.
The machine itself that makes this particular fabric, each time that I decide I want a different pattern, a technician has to reset all of the needles by hand.
Oh wow.
And there are 4,124 needles in the machine, and it takes him 16 hours. So you can imagine I'm sitting in a mill with an Italian man, I'm going through a translator, and I'm having him just run through cycles of 16 hours of hand setting needles and saying, nope, that one's not good enough.
This guy goes to sleep and his nightmares are Kyle walking in.
Oh yeah.
So
Believe
if to give everybody an understanding of what we do and the time that we put into this, that's really the time. And we have incredible mill partners that have worked with us and put up with my insanity in order to bring these products.
That insanity is necessary though for a product like this.
It is.
Well,
It is.
that's what it takes to create innovation and true differentiation. Apparel is a crowded space, and people always say, "Well, what makes you different?" I'm like, just go try it. Just go put it on, because you can't touch this fabric and not think, "Whoa, I've never felt anything like this."
Oh yes. Oh yes. So tell us, what's next? What are your other plans for growth?
We've got a lot of different lines of expansion. Obviously, from we're an omni retail company, which means that we sell direct to the customers. We have our own retail stores, and we work with best-in-class partners to bring product to the customers. And so we're continuing to push on every single channel of the business. And we've got some incredible product innovation continuing to come down the pipeline.
Super cool. Love it,
So
guys.
stay tuned.
Well, if you're in New York and you're near Hudson Yards, absolutely go. Check out the vessel, check out Rhone, spend some time, and feel these shirts.
Oh, yes.
Right? You gotta touch them.
Just come in blindfolded.
Come in, but just
Okay.
maybe open peek a little bit so you're not touching anything you don't want to. But
I feel left out, so I think I'm going to take one for myself.
That's all right. You can
should.
definitely wear it.
well, thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you coming by.
Thank you.